It's a random Sunday afternoon. You're scrolling YouTube or Instagram when one of those videos pops up. I went from broke to millionaire in 18 months. Or turn $1,000 into $1 million with this one trick. For a split second, you pause. You work hard. You bring in a decent income. But when you open your banking app, it doesn't exactly scream millionaire in the making. And that quiet question creeps in. Is building real wealth even possible for normal people? Or is everyone online just hyping it up? Here's the deal. Most financial advice online lives in two extremes. On one side, you've got the flashy, get-rich-quick stuff, crypto flips, day trading systems, side hustle hacks that promise overnight results. On the other side, you've got the ultra-conservative advice. Just save and invest for 40 years, and maybe you'll be comfortable in retirement. Neither one feels very satisfying when you're trying to improve your life now. But here's what most people miss. Building real, lasting wealth doesn't require 40 years of waiting. And it definitely doesn't happen in 6 flashy months. 5 years of focused, consistent effort is enough to completely shift your financial trajectory. Not to retire on a beach levels necessarily, but to build serious momentum that makes the next decade dramatically easier. In this video, I'm breaking down the realistic, no-hype path to doing exactly that. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. Wealth is not built through saving alone. Saving is important, don't get me wrong, but saving by itself is like trying to fill a swimming pool with a teaspoon. It works, eventually, but it's painfully slow. Take someone saving $300 a month. That's actually better than what most people manage. According to Federal Reserve data, a significant portion of Americans would struggle to cover a sudden $400 emergency without borrowing. So saving $300 a month is solid. But let's run the numbers. $300 a month is $3,600 a year. Over 5 years, that's $18,000 in contributions. Even if you invested and earn a solid 8% average annual return, you'd end up with roughly $21,000 to $23,000. That's progress, but it's not life-changing. Here's where it gets interesting. In the first 5 years, the biggest lever for building wealth isn't how much you invest, it's how much you earn. Your income is the engine. If the engine is small, no amount of smart saving or investing will get you moving fast. You need more horsepower. Think about it this way. Imagine two people starting at the same place. Person A earns $3,000 a month and saves 10%. That's $300 a month. Person B spends the first couple of years deliberately increasing their income through better skills, negotiating raises, or adding a side income stream. After 2 years, they're earning $5,000 a month. They still save the same 10%. Now that's $500 a month. That difference alone adds up to $12,000 more saved over the remaining years. And if the income gap keeps growing, the results compound even faster. This brings us to step 1. Increase your income. I know, easier said than done. But 5 years is actually a powerful window. It's enough time to learn a high-value skill, switch careers, start a side business, or negotiate multiple raises. Data shows that people who switch jobs strategically often see salary increases of 10% or more each time. Do that a couple of times over 5 years, and your income can look completely different. Income growth is the foundation. Everything else gets easier once the engine is bigger. But here's the trap that kills progress for so many people. Lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, and suddenly the nicer apartment, the better car, the upgraded habits all feel justified. Before you know it, your income went up, but your savings rate stayed exactly the same, or got worse. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. Your brain quickly gets used to the new normal and starts craving the next upgrade. That's why step 2 is so important. Lock in your savings rate. Here's a simple rule that works incredibly well. Every time your income increases, automatically save or invest at least half of the raise. If you get an extra $1,000 a month, put $500 toward wealth building and enjoy the other $500 guilt-free. This single habit protects you from lifestyle creep, stealing your momentum. Now we get to the part where your money starts working for you. Step 3. Make your money work through consistent investing. Once you have steady savings flowing in, those dollars need a job. Historically, one of the most reliable ways to grow wealth over time has been investing in broad stock market index funds. The S&P 500 has delivered roughly 10% average annual returns over the long term, including dividends. Markets go up and down in the short run, but over multi-year periods, consistent investing has been one of the most effective strategies available to regular people. Let's look at a realistic 5-year example. After focusing on income growth and controlling lifestyle inflation, suppose you're now investing $1,000 per month. Over 5 years, that's $60,000 contributed. With moderate market growth, that could grow to around $73,000 to $77,000 or more. That's meaningful progress. But the real power isn't just the number at year 5. It's the momentum you've built. Once you have the habit of increasing income, protecting your savings rate, and investing consistently, the next 5 years become much faster. Compounding kicks in harder. Opportunities appear because you have capital and discipline. I've seen this pattern with people who committed to these 3 things for 5 years straight: focused income growth, locked-in savings rate, and consistent investing. No fancy strategies, no risky bets, just steady discipline. 5 years later, many of them had significant investment balances and substantially higher incomes. The next chapter of their financial life moved at a completely different speed. That's how real wealth builds, not through one big win, but through compounding momentum. So if you want to build serious financial progress in the next 5 years, here's the clear roadmap. Step 1. Focus on increasing your income. Your earning power is your greatest financial asset early on. Step 2. Protect yourself from lifestyle inflation. Save at least half of every raise or income increase. Step 3. Invest consistently in long-term, diversified assets like broad market index funds. Step 4. Stay consistent for the full 5 years. Momentum takes time to build, but once it's there, it accelerates. Because here's the truth most people eventually learn the hard way. Wealth doesn't usually come from one brilliant decision. It comes from hundreds of small, smart decisions repeated consistently over time. And 5 years from now, that time is going to pass whether you prepare for it or not. The only question is what your financial life will look like when it arrives. Will you still feel like you're treading water? Or will you have built the kind of momentum that makes everything after that point dramatically easier? If this video helped you see a clearer path forward, hit that subscribe button and give it a like. It really helps more people find this. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Where do you want your finances to be 5 years from today? That future is built one decision at a time, starting with the ones you make this year. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.